I'd like to introduce you to your new head baseball coach, Coach Jim Schlossnagle.
At the University of Texas in Austin, the athletic director's announcement about the new head baseball coach should have been unremarkable. Jim Schlossnagle at rival Texas A&M took a squad to the College World Series 3 of the last 4 years. Schlossnagle has long been close with the man on his right, our left, Texas athletic director Chris Del Conte. But less than a day before this photo op, when a reporter asked Schlossnagle about a move away from Texas A&M in the wake of a season-ending loss, the coach erupted at the reporter.
The rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Yes, the coach called the reporter selfish. But it gets even worse because Coach Schlossnagle then whined and focused on himself.
I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again. And that hasn't changed in my mind. That's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question. But I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. So write that.
Coach, thank you very much.
Well, Coach Schlossnagle, perhaps all of us should write and read this. You are a jerk. There are literally a million ways you could have answered the uncomfortable and sensitive question about your immediate future without being so obnoxious about it. You could have said, my team just lost a heartbreaking game to end our season. My entire focus right now is on my players, our student athletes. Or, I'm flattered by the question and the speculation, but I'm not going to talk about anything today other than our baseball team. Or, my players, fellow team coaches, and I are processing our loss in the College World Series. Give me some time to soak it all in. There will be other days when we can talk about the future. But Coach, you absolutely blew it. Lambasting the reporter and delivering a selfish and woe-is-me rant was outrageous. And then literally hours later to take the coaching job you were asked about? That shows you have no class, no dignity, and no shame. And it makes a mockery of all the accolades you just received from your new employers at the University of Texas.
He will lead our student athletes and excite our fans and Longhorn Nation in a manner that will make us all proud.
Well, Regent Kevin Altife, maybe in the future, but on this day, Coach Schlossnagle was an embarrassment. Athletic Director Chris Del Conte, your thoughts?
I am so proud that you've chosen this opportunity, Coach Schlossnagle, not only for the man you are, the team, the person that you built, but how you conduct your business.
Seriously? Is that how the University of Texas Athletic Department is going to conduct its business? By attacking the media and by being so self-centered? At this very news conference, Coach Schlossnagle stepped before the microphones and could have engaged in some damage control, but once again, the coach whiffed.
I'm sure the question will come up, why this move and why now? I don't take that lightly. On some hands, this was a very easy decision because of my relationship with Chris and my past history and my belief in him and his wife, Robin. But it was obviously very hard. Especially, there's a lot of decisions in life that you don't get to choose the timing. You don't get to meet with your team as you would like. And for that, I am sorry. But
no, don't say sorry, but you just apologized for not telling your team as you would have liked. Now apologize to the reporter and the press you belittled and called selfish. Say to the media, I'm sorry, I should have handled things better.
But college athletics right now is this is the problem. Mr. Del Conte would probably agree, this is the most uncertain time of college athletics that it's ever been in, and no one knows what the future is.
No one knows what the future is. Ah, yes, another excuse for my inexcusable behavior. The coach never did offer any more apologies. To his credit, he offered gratitude. But let's be clear, Coach, you may be a great teacher and manager of baseball. However, currently you are a lousy role model for student athletes and a stain on the integrity and class that the University of Texas claims to stand for. One can only hope you will realize your mistake and reach out to the reporter and apologize to him. And next time when you step in front of the microphones after a game, have a plan. And if you're too upset to talk to the media, then don't. A coach who is missing in action after a tough setback is better than a coach who presents himself to the world as one of the most, to borrow your words, selfish. By the way, in Hawaii, a woman who founded the California chapter of the conservative group Moms for Liberty just embarrassed herself on camera by freaking out at a group of drag queens.
I spent $3,000 to stay here. I'm not having my child see a man pretending to be a woman. This is completely offensive to me.
I'm sorry. Then you should leave.
No, because I paid $3,000 to be here. I'd like to talk to the manager.
He's right there.
In Hawaii, the Karen who wants to talk to a hotel manager about some drag queens is named Beth Bourne. She's a founder of the California chapter of the conservative Moms for Liberty, and Bourne is an employee of the University of California, Davis.
Okay, why do you think it's okay to pretend that you're a woman?
We were invited here.
You were invited here? Who invited you here?
The manager.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Bamboo Backbone, who wrote, "If your son wants to be a girl simply because he saw a dude in a dress, you are not teaching your child about the world." I agree. I look forward to reading your comments about the awful lesson that America just got from the Texas baseball coach Jim Schlossnagle. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.